What's up, fam? Hope y'all are doing good wherever you're tuning in from around the world. And hey, if it's your first time here, welcome to the squad. We'd love to have you stick around. Hit that like button and subscribe. Today's been straight up brutal for Ukraine. Huge losses and a bloody day. We're talking major hits in Kursk and Sumy, like a real massacre. And yep, reportedly, an F-16 got shot down. The war between Russia and Ukraine is getting way more intense than ever. So let's dive into what's really going down. Sumy is known for two things. It's basically a military hub with a crazy high number of troops, and at the same time, it's packed with civilians. Plus, it's super close to the Russian border, like 25 kilometers away. Before the war, people used to go back and forth across the border like it was no big deal.
Anyway, earlier today, folks were heading to church. Ukraine's got a big Orthodox Christian population, and while they were on their way, a ballistic missile hit a bus, according to reports.
Western media says the number of casualties has gone up. 31 people dead, including men and women. Straight up tragedy. Nobody deserves that. There were also 81 injured, including 7 kids. It's heartbreaking, man. Some of those people are in critical condition. The number might have gone up since I started recording this, but bottom line, this was a massacre.
So people are asking, how the hell does a ballistic missile hit a civilian bus like that? And honestly, if you think I'm taking sides here, I'm not. This is about human lives. Doesn't matter your nationality, your religion, we're all human. What happened is tragic, no question. Even if Russia was trying to hit a military target nearby and just missed, this still ended with civilians dead. That's not okay. Zelensky spoke out, of course, and he's using this to push the EU and the U.S. for a stronger response. Now, there's another wild part. This was also a nightmare for Ukraine in the air. You probably remember last summer when Russia officially claimed it shot down an F-16, saying they hit a Ukrainian airbase while those jets were still on the ground. But Ukraine never confirmed that. Well, today, another F-16 reportedly got shot down.
Ukraine didn't say much, but the BBC did. Zelensky came out and said they lost a young pilot, Pavlo Ivanov, just 26 years old. He'd just started flying the F-16. Real talk. Training a fighter pilot costs a ton of money and takes forever. The plane itself can be replaced. But pilots? Nah. They're priceless to the military. These guys go through insane training and health screenings just to get in the air. Zelensky didn't give any details on how it happened, just that Pavlo died during a mission, and that he's being honored as a hero of Ukraine.
Now here's the thing. The BBC's saying that F-16 was taken down over Sumy too. So yeah, major developments. And before we wrap, check out this Russian statement that's been circling on social media. They're basically saying,
"We don't want what's not ours. We'll just take back what belongs to us. Russian territories where our people, our culture, and our language live. We'll stop where we're welcomed. Everything else can be divided up, however it gets divided."
Sounds like they're planning to redraw borders like Poland was in the past. Some as part of Russia, some buffer zones, and the rest? Well, who knows? Also in Sumy, what really went down today. Yo, listen up. Sumy is seriously heating up right now, so here's what's going on. The Russians are pushing hard towards Sumy, and they're setting up heavy defenses to lock down the area around Kursk and Belgorod. Basically, they don't want Ukrainian forces getting in from either direction. And Sumy? That's the gateway, the key entry point. That's why things are getting crazy over there. As the Russians are moving in, they're bringing their air defense systems along for the ride. Now today, according to BBC reports, a Ukrainian F-16 took off to hit Russian targets, but it got shot down. And people are saying it was hit by either an S-400 missile or an R-37.
Just so you know, the S-400 is an upgraded version of the S-300. It's been in service since 2007 and is pretty next level when it comes to air defense tech. But here's the wild part. Western media is kind of freaking out. They're saying, if Russia can just drop an F-16 like that with one missile, yo, we seriously gotta rethink how we rate Russian weapons. No doubt this is a big hit, Not just to Ukraine, but also a slap in the face to the U.S., since those are American-made jets.
Now, there's no confirmation on which exact version of the F-16 was taken down. Some of the jets sent to Ukraine are older, some are newer. Countries like the Netherlands, Denmark, the U.S., and Poland have all sent different batches, so we don't know if it was one of the new ones or an older model that got wrecked. But either way, it's a big L for both Ukraine and the U.S. Now, here's where it gets spicier. The Ukrainians, or at least BBC, are saying 3 missiles locked onto that jet, not just one. And if a jet gets hit by 3 advanced missiles, especially from a system like the S-400, that's going to be damn near impossible to survive. Whether it was 1 missile or 3, the plane still went down. And if that wasn't enough, boom, a third blow to Ukraine today, this time in Kursk. The Russian military announced that in the past 24 hours, they didn't just injure Ukrainian troops, they straight up killed 175 soldiers. According to them, it was a full-on airborne operation. Russian paratroopers dropped in, ambushed Ukrainian forces, and took them out. Sounds like the Ukrainian unit walked right into a trap. And honestly, based on reports, it seems like most Ukrainian soldiers in Kursk don't make it out injured. Most don't make it out at all. Now, aside from all that chaos, today was drone war madness. Ukraine claimed it shot down 43 out of 55 incoming Russian drones. Meanwhile, Russia said their air defenses took out 13 Ukrainian drones that were attacking infrastructure. Russian drones were headed toward Dnipro, so yeah, more violence, more destruction, more civilian risk. Back to the F-16 situation. Seems like the Ukrainian pilot didn't even have time to eject. That tells you how fast everything went down. We don't know the exact details yet, but it's not looking good. Politically, it's a mess too. One second, Russian officials are saying relations with the U.S. are improving and they're sending out diplomats. The next minute, we're hearing Trump's pissed at Putin for not making any serious moves to stop the war. Like, what are we even doing at this point?
Honestly, people ask me, you want this war to keep going or what?
Bro, what? Who wants war? If you've watched my content from back in the day before all this war stuff, I used to do intelligence stories and deep history dives. My vids were getting millions of views back then, and I loved that. Not everyone wants to see destruction and bloodshed. People love exciting stories, yeah, but not endless violence. And let's be real, this constant stream of bad news is burning us out. Me and every other content creator out here just trying to keep up.
Anyway, that's the latest from the Russia-Ukraine front. I'm not saying hope you enjoyed the update, because ain't nobody happy about people dying, but I do hope I broke it down clearly for y'all. Thanks a ton for watching, fam. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Here at X News, we keep it real and fair, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care of